Hello to all my friends out there. So I got home and it was slim pickings. I shopped around in one of the thrift stores and all I found was a pair of fashion sunglasses. And those are worth really next to nothing, but they were cute, and if I don't sell them, I'll wear them myself. Okay, so I found chamomile tea at the 99-cent store. This is a really good deal at 99 cents. And so you may have noticed that I've been doing some really cheap meals. And I'm going to keep on doing these really cheap meals. I have two spoonfuls of sugar because this is a big 8-ounce coffee cup. And then what I do is I mix up about 1 cup of powdered milk. I buy that one at Walmart, and I use it in my tea, or if I had a lot, I would make gravy. You know, if I didn't drink it. So, the main thing about this is to make sure you're not going hungry. Okay, so I dropped by the 99-cent store on purpose, and I got this bread at 50 cents. So this bread is about 2 cents, 2 cents a piece, so it's really cheap. And then one of the things I stockpile is bacon. One reason is because I stockpile 2 at a time, 99 cent only. One reason is because you want to stockpile bacon in case you want to make beans. But the other thing is bacon and eggs. And one of the followers said stockpile eggs and you'll never run out of food. And I thought, yeah, you know, if you have bacon, if you have eggs, if you have beans, you know, you can get by pretty good. Dollar Tree. So, you know, I've been eating these sandwiches, 2 sandwiches at a time, sometimes triple deckers with 3 pieces of bread. And what is good about this is you're not going to get hungry anytime soon when you eat. I'm thinking a lot of this cause for obesity is more frequent eating because you're not actually that full. You know, last night I made some really cheap food yesterday, and to tell you the truth, I really wasn't all that hungry. And why would you be if you're eating these large amounts of food so that you're not going to get hungry? It's not my goal in life to be slender. I think I can see some. I did make some changes though. I'm walking more. I cut the sugar. I'm eating sugar-free cookies. And so then I want to put an egg on. So this is going to be a very substantial meal. But it's not going to be, I'm not going to be hungry anytime soon. I didn't add cheese because, you know, I have more than enough protein on there. The bacon, I counted the bacon. It was about 14 pieces at $2. So say about 10, 15 cents. And the eggs are, I bought these eggs. I want to show you something. I usually buy these eggs at Dollar Tree for $1, and that's what I used on this sandwich. So each egg was about 18 cents. So say the sandwich might be $1, but these were 80-something cents at Aldi. So you have to watch what you're doing. You know, when you're buying your food. So I bought the bread marked down, I bought the mayo at Dollar Tree, I bought the eggs at Dollar Tree, and I bought the bacon at 99 cents only. So, you know, if you're kind of low on money, you want to say to yourself, okay, what food can I buy to make sure I don't run out of food? To make sure my kids aren't hungry. That's a really bad thing if the kids are hungry. All right, I'll be back with this in a minute. I want to show you something. Okay, so I got this container and I picked this one because it's 1 pound. And so what I want to do is I want to save my bacon grease because by the time I get this full, it would be about 1 pound of bacon fat, and then I'll freeze it. And so something happens and someone says, do you have any food? And you can come up with some bacon fat. Believe me, they'll probably be grateful. And then I stockpile. I bought one of these. I usually have 1 or 2 in the freezer. You don't want to run out of that either. Okay, so this is a pretty substantial sandwich. So the last few days I've been having potatoes, but potato chips are potatoes, and I buy these at Walmart because then, see, my chips are not smashed. I get mad when my chips, I mean, not furious, but I don't like it. Now let's take a look at my creation. Later on today, yummy, let me taste it. I will tell you. You're not going to be running out of food anymore. You're going to go to food banks if you're broke, and you're going to get all the free food. I switched up my walking, and I can feel the weight is starting to come off. And, you know, I've been having a lot of fun gambling. But just because, you know, in the name of fun, I don't want to be stupid about it. Oh, let's see. Oh, these are little. That's okay. I got. When I eat sugar-free cookies, I let myself eat as many as I want. You're not going to you might for the first few days. They have tea a penny a bag. So here is, let's say this meal might be, counting the chips and the cookies, $1.50. Okay, so now I'm going to start chatting a little bit more on a couple of the topics that I was talking about earlier today. So if you don't like the chat, tune out. I try to keep them separate. Okay, this is about if the power grid went out. And I forgot to mention this. Say if all the power went out, or we had 3 days of darkness, would be no daytime. It'd just be 3 days of darkness. That'd be bad. It'd be better if the power grid went out, because then you'd have daytime. But what you want to do is you want to arrange where you guys would meet and stay. So you didn't have the family running around wildly. Okay? So, we have to go to my son's because, I can't have a dog and no. Okay, I could, no, because we can't go outside because of the demons. Okay, now, this is important. Okay, something starts to happen. The first thing you want to do is you want to fill your bathtub with water. You want to make sure your water is clean. Your bathtub is clean. And so I'm telling my son this, and he goes, well, I just gave the dog a bath in the bathtub. I go, I am going to be so mad if I have to drink water that a dog has had. So make sure your bathtub is clean. Also, there's water in your hot water heater. Okay, now back to the false prophets again. How to spot a false prophet. Okay, a false prophet will talk about anything except Jesus. They don't want to talk about that because they're not a true prophet of the Lord. Some of the things they might want to talk about is you've got to watch out for this devil stuff. And they'll spend the whole time talking about that. They want to talk about they have social, programs and self-help. They want to talk about that. And then one of the things they might want to talk about, and I'd be like the Adventist ladies, is politics. they started talking about politics, I'd get out of there quick like. Okay, now the ultimate false prophet. What is the ultimate false prophet? Well, the ultimate false prophet will be Satan, and he will try to pass himself off as Jesus, right? And so how in the world are we supposed to know? He's going to be very deceiving. How are we supposed to know it's him? How? Well, very easy, because what he's going to do is he's going to try to lead us into war. Okay? That's a bad sign of a false prophet. So if it's some kind of war type thing, you know that's Satan. If it's some type of unclean spirit, like sexually unclean, you know that's Lucifer. Very simple, because it isn't Jesus. No. Okay, you guys, this is a good one. God bless you all.